What's up everybody? Welcome back to another Craftsman USA tool haul. This set came from the Antique Tool Show at the Heritage Parking Museum over here in Corona, California. This whole set looks like it came from the 90-piece mechanics tool set from around 1948 to 1952. It includes a toolbox, which I got, and I'll show you that in a minute. But as you can see, this ain't 90 pieces. Which you know what that means. Now I have to complete the whole set. It'll be a fun little project. Most of these tools with this particular logo, the pointed A, were made around the mid to late 40s, post-war, but sold in the Sears catalogs until the early 50s. These tools represented modern metals at that time, so they're pretty strong. I think they'll last forever. You can see you got a bunch of wrenches, a couple ratchets, some breaker bars, a couple sockets, a lot of good stuff here. But got to complete that collection, so it'll be fun, and I'm looking forward to it. The toolbox, on the other hand, pretty beat up, completely painted red. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this. It's missing the tote tray, and it's in pretty bad shape. What I liked the most was this super cool Heritage logo, which I posted on Instagram along with many other tool logos. But in 1948, the 90-piece set cost $78.50. Then it bumped up about $2 to $3 a year until it landed in 1952 at $85.95 cash, or $9 down on terms. Anyways, this is a great set. So let's get into the tools along with all the dirty details right after this. Okay, before we jump in, if you know anyone that might like this kind of stuff, do me a favor and share it. You can also click the like button and subscribe if you want. That'd be great. Thanks. And if you have a set similar to this, or if you know of anyone, like your dad or uncle, that has a set from back in the day, tell me about it in the comments below. I'd love to hear these kinds of stories. Alright, now, on to the tool details. Let's start with this 1/2-inch drive breaker bar. 15 inches. Dirty, definitely used, but super cool. It's in really good shape. Works great. It's got a nice little O stamp on the handle to the left. It's got the pointed A logo, which puts this right into the late 40s. V stamp on the back. Just nice and dirty. I love it. It's a great tool. Next up, we have a couple of box head ratchet wrenches. These are great. These are the first generation raised panel ratchets. That raised panel is where the logo sits. They've used this style for a long time afterwards. And I just love these wrenches. These are the ones with the oil ports, but they're pretty beat up. And it seems like they were never maintained. Look at this one. They're easy to clean, but look at it's totally frozen. This one has a real subtle indentation here on the handle, which I have another one that doesn't have it. This one with the indent came a little later, around 53 to 56, according to Gearwolf on YouTube, which is a great channel. Go check it out if you want to learn the history of these ratchets. But it seems to be just a cosmetic change. I'm not sure why they did that. This 1/2-inch one, which I also have another one that I've cleaned up in the past, is in pretty bad shape too. Not as bad, but you can see that It's not so smooth. Yeah, kind of loose. Just not very smooth at all. It'll be easy to clean up though. Should sound like this. But I think they must have used this one as a hammer at some point. It'll clean up nicely though, no doubt. But since I need the 3/8 for my collection, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this 1/2 inch, clean it up. I'll make a video too, a restoration video. And I'm going to give it away. I'm going to give it to one of you guys. I'll think about the details on how that's going to be done during the video, and I'll describe it then. But if you want to follow, subscribe and click the notifications bell icon, and you'll get notified when that new video is posted. But watch out for that. Then we have a couple of slide bar handles. The 1/2 inch is 9 inches long, and the 3/8 inch is 8 inches long. Both pretty dirty, but seem to work just fine. They have the pointed A logos, which are from the same time frame. 1/2 inch is slightly bent. I don't know if you can see it there, but they work great. They slide nice. They'll come in handy for sure. A little beat up on the end there. That's okay. You know, you got to use what you have at the time. It's all good. All right, now don't forget to share this with your goofy friends. I really appreciate that. Now I have a bunch of extensions. I have 3 1/2 inch drive extensions, 10 inch, 6 inch, and 3 inch. All in really good shape. Not much else to say about these. Just simple, useful tools. And of course, it came with the 3/8 drive counterparts, also 10, 6, and 3 inches. It just looks like some were used more than others, that's all. I find these quite often, so they're not that rare. The 10 inch and 6 inch are in good shape. 3 inch though, missing the D-dent ball. It's a bummer. But luckily, I already have one. Same time frame, just better condition. It also has more chrome on it and some subtle details. So I don't think it's an exact replacement, but it'll do for now until I find one. Alright, now I have a couple of Tappet wrenches. These are great. They're a little older than the others, mainly because of the underlined C logo. You can see them here closer. The one on the left is a number 2. It's really hard to see, but it's there. And then a number 3. Both of these, I think during the wartime, 42 to 45, because they don't say vanadium on them. This one has a V stamp on it. It's a little different than the other. But even though these are older, they sold the older tools in later sets, I think just to get rid of extra inventory. Now, you may have seen me talk about this one here in my Rose Bowl flea market video, which I'll put a link up at the top. You can see this one's a little different. It's curved. Still the underline C, and it's number 1 to add to the collection. On the other end, it says vanadium, so it's older, around 1933 to 1934, pre-war. So a little different, but still good for the set. Very cool. Love these wrenches. On to more wrenches. Here's a 7/8 by 3/4 inch open end wrench. Nothing too special, just nice and used and a little rusty. Alright, now here's where it starts to get a little interesting. I have two 9/16 by 1/2 inch open end wrenches. One's chrome plated. The other one seems to be a little older. But this one has a nice off-centered, sloppy name stamp on it. Rouse, looks like. On the other end, it looks like some type of inscription, but it's hard to tell. Maybe a WR, not sure though. I'm also not sure why we have duplicates here. So it's beginning to look like we have a combination of two different sets from around the same time period. That's alright though. And here's another duplicate. These are 3/8 by 7/16. If I zoom into the logo, you'll see the pointed A, but you also see the single line. Not sure if that's because they just didn't have enough room or what, or maybe they were made at a different time. Just an interesting, subtle detail. The chrome one has the name on it, scratched in. Hard to see. Maybe this way. There it is. Rouse again. Just scratched in. And then we have a 5/16 by 1/4 inch open end wrench. This logo is nice and spread out, also with a single line. Interesting little divot here, not sure what that's about. But overall, just a good old wrench. And then we have a 9/16 inch combo wrench. This one's all scratched up. You can see on the raised panel, ROUSE, Rouse. And then also on the head, Looks like it was stamped in on the head, or at least tried to. Didn't quite finish. Oh, we got it on this side though, with Bill. Lots of bees. He was practicing there. Bill on one side, Rouse on the other. And then also on the handle on this side, you can see the scratch marks. B-I-L-L. Mr. Rouse definitely wanted no one to take his tools. Do you guys do that? Let me know in the comments below. I know my father-in-law did when he owned an auto shop. He told me his tools would just quietly sneak away sometimes, so he'd have to go fetch them. Alright, here we have a couple of offset box end wrenches. Pretty interesting. 1/2 inch by 9/16 and 9/16 by 5/8. The one on the bottom does not have a V or any other manufacturer's marking. Just wonder if this was a replacement or something. We have another duplicate here, 1/2 inch by 9/16 stubby box end wrench. This one on the bottom though, look at that. It's a serious carve out of the middle. Not sure why or how they even did this, but Mr. Rouse really did a number on this one. It's always interesting to see how people modify tools and use them for a particular purpose, but this one, I have no idea why they would do that. And no V stamps on these, by the way. Otherwise in really good condition. And the last wrench is a 3/8 by 7/16 stubby. This one has Rouse on it, of course. Kind of crooked and sloppy on that one, but it's on there. And no V stamp on this one either. And finally, got a couple of 1/2 inch drive sockets, 12 points. 7/16 on the left, chrome plated, 1/2 inch on the right. Notice how thin the wall is on the 7/16. Perfect for that tight situation. Alright, well that's it for this tool haul. If you like old tools, check out toolsandtees.com. You'll find non-Craftsman tools for sale there, with t-shirts, toolbox stickers, good stuff like that. And don't forget to like, subscribe, share. And if you're still watching this, I can't believe you sat through the whole thing, but if you did, thank you so much. And as usual, here's a handful of close-up photos of these tools. So enjoy.